You piped that the wrong way.
I'll call the clubhouse. We'll book another 18 for tomorrow.
Okay, they cheated on that. They fluffed their balls.
Yeah, no better time for the breakfast ball than now. Guys, welcome back to episode 115.
Finally, Ryan.
Got it.
Attaboy.
You got it right last week, but you weren't here.
We're back.
Yeah, that's right.
And we do have some updated news.
Another producer,
Gone.
Ben.
We just talked about this.
Like a fart in the wind.
Yeah.
Ben produced Double Bogey Show last week.
For the first time, I think. I think that was
first and only time. We had our first one-time producer. Ben, I'm not kidding you. Literally 2 hours after we finished recording, Ben told me he's putting in his 2 weeks because he got this.
Not even 2 weeks. It was like 4 days.
He didn't know because he hadn't talked and accepted the job, but he had gotten a job that he's always wanted. But it was literally 2 fucking hours after we made the jokes like, yeah, you're in a cursed chair, Ben.
Oh, so you didn't even know at that point?
No, I had no idea.
I had kind of heard a little hearsay about it beforehand.
I had too, but he made it sound like it wasn't going to be the case, like he wasn't going to leave.
Okay,
but then,
I thought you knew.
Yeah, but then the company sweetened the deal, and he's like, "Yeah, I gotta take it." Like, I guarantee you, they texted him during recording. They're like, "Yeah, we'll meet all your demands."
Oh wow!
And we didn't again. Ben left for one of his dream jobs, which we completely understand here. It's not like he did a shit job producing because we needed him to fill in for Jake, who was gone, and then we just got rid of him. No.
So the cockroach is back.
I know. Why do you guys think I'm standing over here? I'm not. I'm afraid to sit in the chair.
I don't get it.
That's actually a good point. You probably shouldn't sit in there. We were talking about Chinese buffets, how they could possibly be the best buffets on planet Earth.
That's not a possibility. It's
a
Chinese buffets
fact.
are they are the best restaurant type in the world.
Yeah. So here's my question: why aren't I know country clubs might do this, and I'm not. I don't know for a fact, but why don't public courses have breakfast buffets for early morning hours in the clubhouses?
Actually, I mean, yeah, high-end country clubs do. The country club that I used to work at, there was a breakfast buffet every fucking morning.
Well, why
I'd show up to working at breakfast or like bacon and eggs and shit like that.
There are more Joe Blows though going to Prairie Wood and Fargo on a Tuesday morning that would absolutely crush a gas station burrito.
And on the same note, it's going to get people there on time for their tea time.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you're going to go there 30 minutes early to get breakfast, you're going to be checking your phone like, oh shit, like our tea time, you're already there. Our tea time is in 5 minutes. We got to scarf down this burrito and we have to go.
See, here is the issue. People like you would show up at their tea time and then still eat breakfast.
And want to get like something to go.
And be double late.
Tinfoil, Tyler.
Yeah.
Tinfoil it up. You can
true.
wrap it up, bring it on in the course with you.
But as your playing partner, I'd be so upset. Like, no, you don't get to eat breakfast. You were late.
I'm still eating breakfast.
I know you are. And then we're going to be doubly late for our tea time.
But no, I think a majority of people would budget that time into their schedule to get there early and eat breakfast. And also, I mean, I think the main goal for these clubhouses for places like Prairie Wood or anywhere like that is they just need to get people in the clubhouse to buy some booze or to buy a new golf glove or do any of that. Because the thing about that course is that they have almost a drive up window to where you can pay on the outside.
I love that though.
It's great. It is great. It's almost like a drive up liquor store.
You know what I want? I want a New York hot dog stand next to the drive up window.
I mean, I think just regardless of the city, the type of city hot dog.
You know what I mean? We don't have drive-up or rolling hot dog stands here.
No, and I mean, have we talked about just having hot dog rollers at the turn anyway?
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of places
times.
There's a lot of places that don't have anything at the turn.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, okay, either that or you have to go into the clubhouse to get it and back on out. Why are they not doing food trucks at the turn?
I don't know, but that is a baller idea.
A food truck?
Food trucks in general at golf courses should be a thing. Like, you have food trucks at all these concerts and festivals and shit. Why not on a weekend book a spot at a golf course?
Why are they not having parking lot parties after like 4-man scramble events with food trucks and live music? I mean, with live music in a parking lot after an event like that, I mean, you're going to be able to hear that from hole 11, which is usually way the fuck over on the other side of the course.
So if you are a small town course and you are only serving like candy bars and bags of chips and stuff, you absolutely need to rent space out on your course for food trucks.
100%.
Because those food trucks pay you a fee to be there, and then they get to serve their food, and your golfers are fed, you are making extra money, and this food truck is also raking it in. Why has no one ever done this?
It's also like food trucks thrive in the evening hours when people, maybe you get done golfing at 5 and you don't want to go home for supper, so you're just going to stay at the course and drink. The food truck's right there. These food trucks thrive in the evening hours. So brings me to the point that I've been pushing for this whole time. Night golf, parking lot party, and food trucks all in one night.
Yes.
It's a special night, though. I mean, if you do it every night, it loses the novelty of like, hey, this is going to be a sweet party.
Wait. So you don't want night golf every night?
I mean, I would like a course to do night golf every night, but I think specific courses who thrive in day golf to do an event 1, 2, 3 times a year, maybe once a month of night golf with a parking lot party, live music, and food trucks.
So we've never played night golf. We've kind of half-assed played night golf on accident because we've had evening tee times.
Correct.
But we've never truly played night golf. Is there a worry in your mind that it's not going to live up to the hype?
There's not a single worry in my mind.
Okay. What if we can't find our balls? I know they're glowing, but what if you know us?
You just grab a new one.
We hit them in the fucking woods, and glowing or not, it's going to be tough to find.
You just grab a new one.
And then you're walking around and you're going to get attacked by a raccoon.
Again, you just grab a new one.
Okay.
Here's the thing.
I'm playing devil's advocate. Night golf looks tight, but I am nervous that it's like, don't meet your heroes. I've always wanted to play night golf. What if I play it and I'm extremely underwhelmed?
Then we can quit talking about it. But until we actually play night golf with glow-in-the-dark balls, it is still one of the best entertainment events on a golf course.
It does look so cool.
But okay, think about this parking lot party for a second. You have, a golf course parking lot is perfect to begin with. It's right next to the clubhouse. It's right next to the course. It is usually square, if not rectangle.
It is a rhombus of sorts.
Or there's like a big area by the clubhouse with like the putting green, and you can rope that off. Let's start having parties at golf courses once during the summer.
Dude, spring's rolling around in a few months. Have your graduation party at the golf course.
Okay, that's actually a really good idea.
Okay, elaborate on that.
You betcha put out a video of like every graduation party ever. It's the fucking chairs you borrowed from the church. It's pulled pork sandwiches. It's a card to a kid you've met twice. Those guys are miserable at these parties. You have your graduation party at a golf course. Booze is going to be flowing. Your venue is already set up. You can do it in the parking lot. You can do it in the clubhouse. And the people that don't actually give a shit about your graduation, and the graduate themselves probably don't care either. They just want the card.
Yeah, they want the money.
Those guys can go putt, or they can go play even if they want. Like if it's like wife is having a great time chatting with grad's mom or her friends or whoever, then the dads are miserable, go golf. Or vice versa.
So I suppose it doesn't really entail having to close the entire course down, because if you're just using you could close the putting green down and use that.
Leave it open. Like let the patrons come through too.
Okay.
Maybe you'll snag a few bucks from some random drunk dudes golfing.
That is very true.
And you need a big enough, unless you did it outside, you need a big enough room. You could throw tents up too.
Yeah.
Parking lot party, you could throw tents up, booze stands. Who wouldn't be on board with this?
I am so on board. I am officially now. I have quite a few years, but my first child's graduation party will be at a golf course.
Really?
So when I graduated, my stepbrother and I had our parties.
Step bro.
Okay. We had our parties combined, and I didn't know half the people he invited, right? But every one of them threw me $5 because they were coming to my party too.
Classic.
How many drunk golfers? You go to even a nicer course and you get some like former D2 athlete finance bros that are trying to prove a point.
Yep.
They'll drop a 20 in your graduation box.
Splash in the bucket.
Tyler,
in the bucket.
Let's extend this even farther. You have a $20 hole-in-one contest to where all of the proceeds go to the graduate, or it goes into their college fund. Because if A graduate receives thousands of dollars on top of what they normally would get for like the laptop or, entertainment at college, whatever. I mean,
beer. It's all going to beer.
Whatever.
I think that's what Ryan meant by entertainment.
Yeah, when they turn 21.
Yes. This could turn into this, and I do believe that donating plasma is something that every college kid needs to do to earn money. I mean, you are out there grinding for $70 a week just to be able to go to the bar or buy a couple cases of beer or like go to Taco Bell at midnight one night.
Can I do one quick side note for plasma and then we'll get right back to the party?
Yep.
My advice for college students, donate plasma the morning after a night of drinking. I know that sounds counterintuitive, but they are going to pump so many fluids back into your body at the end of your plasma donation. You'll be feeling like a million. You're going to suffer. The donation itself is going to suck balls. But
no, the only suffering is getting out of bed to actually get to plasma.
Yes, but once you're in the chair and they pump that saline back into you, you'll feel like a dream.
No shit.
I did it every Saturday.
Will you be able to pass all the tests that they get, like the blood tests and shit they give you?
So make sure you chug some water before you go, and then you're good.
Interesting.
I mean, if you're still drunk, they'll turn you down. But if
just throw some shades on.
If you wait until like noon, you're good.
Yeah, and then you got money for that night. You just keep it rolling.
You go plasma, you get pumped with fluids, you take a nap, and you're back in the fucking saddle.
Okay, well, that's great advice for those of you that are able to go and drink legally, 21 years of age. Okay, back to this hole-in-one contest. I mean, if you're in the position where your fucking parents own the golf course or something, or you can work it out on T-Box, the closest par 3, whatever. Hole-in-one competition, $20 buy-in. I mean, I do this at every 4-man scramble, and sometimes I don't even know where the money's going, but I'm going to have a 20 in my pocket, and I'm going to do the hole-in-one contest. Proceeds.
$20 to be in the hole-in-one contest?
$20 a shot.
Is that what it usually is?
That's what it was on the Big Earth scramble, I'm pretty sure.
Jesus.
But again, it goes to a good cause. It either usually goes to a charity or it goes to little Jimmy's college fund over here who, you've been looking up to. You couldn't wait for this day to where he graduated top 10 in his class.
So what do you win if you get the hole-in-one?
Half the pot.
Okay.
Plus, you have to buy Jimmy's first 18 cases of beer. That's your form of buying beers at the clubhouse for the course. Is you need to buy Jimmy's first 18 cases of beer.
I like this idea a lot. Any party. What other parties could we have out there?
Okay, one sec. How much do you think you could get
on the hole-in-one thing?
I mean, let's just say there's 300 people coming into a graduation.
So
there's going to be more if it's at a golf course.
Yes. So if this is open to just the guests of the graduation, I'm actually going to say it's going to be pretty low because most of those people, like, 1, we have to assume they're golfing. 2, we have to assume they brought their clubs with them. And 3, we're going to have to assume that they're willing to drop $20 to do this when they're already delivering a card with money.
Okay, maybe $20 for 3 shots.
I think that's fair. But if we're leaving this open to every drunk dude golfing that weekend, then you're going to rake in some money.
Yeah, I think anyone on the course can participate.
Then I'm going to say he'll probably end up somewhere around like the $2,000.
What if you got 300 people to do it?
I don't think you're going to get 300 people.
Think about the people golfing. If there's a hole-in-one contest, they're going to want to spice their round up a little bit.
I'm going to be completely honest right now. I would not do it sober.
Okay, what if we did $10? $10 300 times 10.
$3,000.
It's $3,000.
You had the calculator open for that, right?
It's yes, I did.
I would do it for 10. If I was drunk, I would do it drunk for 20. If I was sober, I wouldn't do it. If it was like hole 14 or whatever the last par 3 is, if I was sober, I'm not doing it.
No shit.
And I don't know this kid, and it's not for like him to get healthy. It's for him to go like, maybe I would.
If you win half the pot, that's $1,500.
Yeah, I know.
And who can pass up a good hole-in-one competition?
You know me though. I'm an old man with my money.
Let's just put this out into the open. The way the odds work, nobody's getting a hole-in-one.
No.
So I mean, you're just if half the pot even goes to the course to pay for the venue, I mean, that's extra $1,500 plus the cards.
I don't hate that idea at all.
Plus the cards. I mean, you're probably looking at $4 or $5 grand.
Oh. Okay. I'm in on this. Hey, our youngest children, your only child and my youngest child will graduate the same year.
Correct.
Do you want to have a joint graduation party together?
I don't know.
Come on.
I don't.
I just explained why joint graduation parties are the move for the kids. All of your guests will give my kid $5 just because they feel obligated because we're in the Midwest. And all of my kids' guests will give your kid $5.
Well, here's the thing I have an interesting family dynamic. Half of my family doesn't, and I know your family.
What?
Half
What
of your
about
family are half of my family does not drink at all, like, or very little. The other half of my family on my wife's side drinks a lot, and your entire family are booze hounds.
Yeah.
So I kind of fall right into the middle of my own family.
Even better for your kid. All my family will get drunk and they'll keep paying for hole-in-ones.
It's better. It is better for the hole-in-one
true.
contest.
Yeah.
That is very true. I do think having a graduation party at a golf course is a great idea.
I'm sure someone's done this, right? But not to the extent we're talking about.
Yeah, not with like golf games and stuff like that. I mean, you think like if people are having their wedding receptions and shit at golf courses,
Yeah.
that like, whatever. But even then, for the amount of wedding receptions that I've been to at a golf course, never once has it ever been golf centric. Like there's never been anything.
Yeah, weddings are
Around the
different than
game.
graduations, though.
That is true.
I mean, you guys know how I feel about weddings at golf courses.
Dude, they're so fucking fun. You should golf at a wedding.
I'm really not even going for the wedding.
Yeah,
I'm just going to get a
know.
free tee time, and I'm going to get a couple holes in.
Are we gonna open up this can of worms again, Ryan? or-
No, because it's already been way open.
There's not a single worm left.
No, God, no.
So I was gonna tell you guys. So when you guys were describing the parking lot party 4-man scramble thing, I've actually been to one of those before.
Mm-mm. No, you haven't.
Yeah, no, I have. It's in my mom's hometown. It's not a parking
What
lot
town?
party. Tracy, Minnesota.
Okay, if you're
Boxcar
from
Days.
Tracy, can we confirm Boxcar Days has a parking lot party at the golf course?
It's not a parking
Keep
lot
going,
party
Jake.
at the golf course, but immediately after the golf course, they got food and shit right in downtown. So their 4-man scramble tournament, big
Okay.
deal, yada, yada, yada. Immediately after the golf tournament, downtown, there's a bunch of food and shit like that. And then a big fucking street dance with live music and all that shit immediately after the golf tournament.
So it's not at the course.
No, it's not at the course, but it's essentially the same
but
thing.
it's kind of looped into one big Boxcar Days.
Yeah,
type of
exactly.
deal.
And I mean, the golf course is only a mile out of town. The town has like 1,200 people in it.
And
So
if
it's
you
like-
walk at 3 miles an hour for 20 minutes, you'll get 1 mile.
Okay. Now that
Precisely.
Jake says, I've been to this too.
The Boxcar Days?
No,
You've been there too.
You've been to Tracy, Minnesota?
everything we just described was the Caddy Girls tournament in Myrtle Beach.
Well, fuck.
There was a DJ. There was food trucks. There were fucking games out there.
Okay, that's
There
fine.
was literally, you
That's
could
fine.
get pumped full of saline so you could cure your hangover from the day before.
That's fine, but it hasn't been adopted yet.
True.
It hasn't been adopted across the board. I mean, a great time to do it is like opening day of a golf course here in the
Mhm,
Midwest, because
mhm.
opening day of a golf course is like,
Dude,
dude, we have to get a tee time now because courses are open.
I'm not
Whether
gonna
that's
find
March, April, whatever.
I'm not gonna go look for it, but I have a video that I took on the first day Osgood was open, and there were cars. I'm not kidding. A 3/4 of a mile parked on the street away from the golf course. They made it almost all the way out to 40th. I know this means nothing to anyone, but 3/4 of a mile out from there, and then the parking lot was full, both the restaurant and the golf side, and
Yeah.
then both sides of the road all the way to 40th.
I mean,
It was
and
fucking insane.
think about what the Ubers are thinking about on that day. The Ubers are like, I need to hit that golf course because there are going to be a lot of people needing rides.
Yeah. And if you had your kid's graduation party that day and you put the hole-in-one competition on number 9, the par 3 to finish it all,
Yeah.
your kid he would have 15 grand. You could pay for their first year of college depending where they went.
It sounds good. It sounds good. Will anyone do it? Probably not.
We
I mean,
will.
Does
And
anyone ever take our advice?
Ryan and I are going to do it in 17 and a half years.
If we took all of the ideas we had, Tyler, and implemented them into a golf course, I genuinely believe it could be one of the hottest spots in the entire United States.
I'm with you.
And we implement the nudist deal too,
Mhm.
like Saturday, tits and grits on Friday or whatever. We have the breakfast buffet Friday mornings, And then, you can turn it into a nudist golf course on Fridays for people that are into that.
No, I think we just have like a separate 9 that's like in a real thick like pine grove.
Yeah. Big time shelter belts all the way around the course. You can't see into it.
Right. And that's our nudist 9.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, there's not here, but let's take a little drive an hour to the east here. I mean, there are woods that you could carve a 9-hole course or an 18-hole course in where no one would be able to see you.
Well, and you can even have it like be a little tiny bit of a golf cart drive away. Like have it be a 4 or 5 minute golf cart drive away from the other 9s anyway, and there's really no one going to see it.
Yeah.
Okay. Joy rides on a golf cart are some of the best summertime activities to ever take.
Yeah.
We have a golf cart out at the lake. My father-in-law got one this last summer. It was 1 inch short enough to fit it underneath the garage door because he lifted it up like, I don't know, 6 inches. It's a high roller. We'll take that thing to the gas station. We'll take it down to the bridge at the river. Hey, I'm bored. Let's go hop in the golf cart and just go take a joyride. Why are joyrides and golf carts so fun?
Yeah, it's because like as a little kid, they're awesome, right? Like my grandpa also has
because little kids can drive them.
Yeah,
I mean under supervision of someone sitting. I mean, yeah, okay.
Well, my grandpa also has one at the lake, and my 2-year-old loves going for rides on that. Right when he gets to be about 10, he's gonna think it's dumb because it's not fast.
Yeah, but
then you get back to our age. And now it's nice to take it slow again.
Yeah, because you're out for leisure. You're not out for hey, let's shotgun a Red Bull, smash it over the top of our head, and go 60 miles an hour on a Kawasaki 125 down the gravel road.
Yeah,
we ain't doing that. We're like, hey, you want to take a drive down the gravel road and just watch the sunset? We each grab a beer, and we won't open the beers until we get there, and then we will only have one, and then. Okay.
That is part of it for me
now.
But also part of it for me is I would like to get from A to B without walking, and the golf cart is a great option for that.
I mean, we'll take the golf cart 3 cabins down.
Yeah.
Ryan, why don't you just walk? I don't want to walk. I want to feel the fresh summer wind in my face.
Yes. I want to show everybody that I have a golf cart and they don't.
The first thing I do with my golf cart? You guys know
Ryan?
the first upgrade I would make to my golf cart. Can you please just each of you make a guess, because I know one of you will be right.
The first upgrade to your golf cart?
Correct. The first edition. Nope. I mean, speakers is part of it, but come on.
I literally have no idea.
LED lights.
Oh, yeah.
You guys know how big of an LED fan I am. The poles that connect the roof to like the cup holder area. I'm lining those with LEDs.
Little purple Tokyo Drift underglow action.
When you're driving at night and like advertisement signs, the lights kind of fuck with your eyes. Ryan just loves that, so he wants to put it in his cart.
Correct. I should get Holiday to give me rights to their neon blue signs so I can neon blue the golf cart. Hey, I've only bought one thing off TikTok, and this was not it, but I'm considering it. They have glow in the dark caps for your little tire nipple where you throw the air in.
So it looks like a circle when it's driving.
Yes.
God damn it.
But we're talking glow ball night. At the golf course.
Oh,
you throw those on the golf cart on glow ball night. No, I mean, everyone knows where you're at.
Well, Ryan, you'll have a fucking blinking LED sign of underglow on your golf cart anyways. You don't even need the glow in the dark little caps.
Why? When I was younger, I used to think people who drove like jacked up pickups with underglow were like, where are you compensating for?
I'm still in that boat, Ryan.
But underglow on a golf cart would be sick.
See, golf carts are totally acceptable to trick out because it's like...
Because they're already a meme.
Yeah, people didn't like, it's very obvious like...
Golf carts are?
Yeah.
Like if you spent 80 grand like into your truck of making it the sickest thing in the world, it's like, dude, you just blew 80 grand. But you can't put 80 grand into a golf cart.
You can maybe put 5 into it.
Yeah. And then it's like, yeah, I mean... People put 5 grand into worse things,
I never realized how expensive golf carts are.
They're pretty spendy.
I would assume they were like jet skis, Tyler, to where you could go on Marketplace and maybe pick one up for like $1,500. Yeah, you can buy a 1965 club car that has no engine and no roof on it, doesn't even run anymore for $1,500. what's going on with the prices of golf carts?
How much is it, like the average golf
I don't know.
cart?
I'll ask Grandpa what he
Probably
paid for
$3,000 to
his.
$4,000, Jake. A one that runs good and is like fairly new. And when I say fairly new, I want to say 20 years. Now, for everyone listening, I could be completely wrong, but off the top of my dome, that's what I'm thinking right now. $3,000 to $4,000.
I'll pull it up. I can get it right here. I'll look at.
Trust me, I have looked at them before.
So I have a little teaser for the audience and a little surprise for you, Ryan.
Ooh.
I am 98% sure I convinced Miles to let us buy a golf cart.
No shit.
Mm-hmm.
What's the budget look like?
No budget limit yet.
Hell yeah.
But for this summer, because we're going to start, like we're doing podcasts right now in front of this screen, we're going to start doing podcasts on the course.
Yep.
And
because our best conversation comes out on the golf course. And sometimes when we play around, usually we play them separately. We come together on Tuesday mornings to then do the podcast, and we forget a lot of shit that happens.
So Ryan and I potentially could have a golf cart coming soon.
That is sick.
And you could do all of these things to it. But first we need to retrofit it with cameras.
If it's Ferta though, if it's for
oh my God.
If it's for the brand, I wouldn't do all the shit that I would do to my own personal golf cart.
Yeah, I mean that's
because some of the stuff I would do to my own golf cart is probably dumb. And you guys would just flame me for
no
it.
need for a
the
speaker
LEDs.
system.
Yeah, built-in speaker system. That's huge. Probably like a 19-inch TV.
For what?
I mean, we've dug into this before, Tyler. Any type of swing advice video on YouTube that a guy needs mid-round?
I think
fucking
the
throw it
only
up.
excuse for having a TV
Google
in your
Chromecast
cart is if you're playing during an important sporting event.
which is fun. That's why fall golf is fun.
Yes.
With that type of shit, because you can throw Paul Allen, PA, for those of you who are Vikings fans. You can throw that on the radio. It's elite.
Yep. Big fan.
Parking lot parties. Nipple covers for your golf cart tires that glow in the dark for glow ball night.
What's the actual name? I'm blanking on it, but you can't.
Yeah,
keep
it's a
calling
valve
them
stem
nipple-
cover.
Thank you.
Valve
Thank
stem.
you.
That's what it's called. Duh.
Nipple covers. I want some nipple tassels on mine.
We could probably do that.
Yeah.
We can probably do that. We can get creative. Okay. Anything else on the parking lot party?
Do it.
I do think it's a valid idea for people, especially opening day of golf season. People are jacked up. They have been saving money all winter because they can't go out and spend it anywhere. And I mean, especially if you have your own Carl's Place simulator, you ain't gonna be spending it at the simulator.
No, so I really think I can't think of too many types of parties outside of maybe a baby shower, which you could still even pull off at a golf course.
Yep.
A bridal shower you could pull off at I can't think of too many like formal parties that are for a specific occasion that you can't pull off at a golf course. So it's a little upsetting right now that only weddings have started using the golf course and they're not even using it to their full capacity.
Yeah, but the people invited to the weddings are using it in full capacity.
Just you.
Yeah.
That being me. What do you think about gender reveals where the guy hits the golf ball?
I don't know.
Is it anticlimactic? I mean, it's not anticlimactic because everyone's figuring out what you're having for a child. But also at the same time, it's just one and done.
Yeah, I did a gender reveal, so I am calling myself out here. I think they're overdone. Just read the note to everyone.
Sure.
Or
just don't find out. It's the best surprise on planet Earth. I'm telling you. I did it.
I liked knowing a lot.
You like planning
I did. I was like, all the things were running through my head. Like, all right, what can we do now? Like, all right, this is how I'm going to coerce him into liking wrestling and golf.
That's the fun of it, though. I mean, I
got to think about that for 6 whole more months than you.
Yeah. Tyler, we'll just talk about our kids for a second because who knows how many people are interested in it.
Yeah,
but,
we'll never get to a YBR. We get in trouble every time we do.
I'm going to do everything I can to have my kid not in wrestling because
build character.
I'm going to have him in combat sports for sure, but not organized wrestling.
Why?
Well, number one, my wife is not a huge wrestling fan and she doesn't want to be a wrestling mom in the stands.
So she wants him to get punched instead of wrestled.
Well, he's not going to get punched because he's going to know how to dodge that.
The greatest fighters in the entire world have all been punched, Ryan.
No, Tyson has like CTE, dude.
No, I understand. That's why he's going to be in combat sports, but not organized wrestling. And I'm telling you right now, for the I wrestle with him. He's almost 5 months old. We wrestle every single day.
He's a big boy too.
I'm actually going to be surprised if he doesn't have a knack for wrestling when he gets to that age.
I will take him under my wing and bring him to tournaments for you.
Okay. Every Saturday, we'll drop him off at your house.
Okay.
Good luck, buddy.
Yep.
Don't forget your headgear.
Yeah, you have to wear them. They won't let you wrestle without it.
I think he might be a basketball guy.
Maybe. I don't know.
I'm a winter sport. I'm a basketball guy.
Yeah, maybe he'll be a swimmer like Jake.
Yeah, any proclivity to the bathtub yet, or like swimming at all?
No, he's not going to be a swimmer. He's going to learn how to swim because he'll be doing that a lot at the lake cabin in the summer. But I think wrestling and swimming are probably off the board if my wife has anything to say it.
I don't understand why she wants him to get choked out or punched, but he can't wrestle.
He's not going to get choked out and punched because he's probably going to be a brown belt in BJJ by the time he's 16.
The best jiu-jitsu artists get tapped. They get submitted.
Gordon Ryan doesn't.
I bet you in his lifetime he has.
Go on.
Every single one of the greats have lost. There's not a
John Jones is debatable.
He's lost though.
Yes,
I guarantee you in training, sparring, he been
lost
submitted before.
from an illegal move.
Yeah, I mean he's been submitted in
12-6
training
elbow.
before. Guarantee it.
Okay, we're gonna take a break, and we're gonna come right back. We'll maybe talk about
John Jones has been punched. I've seen it.
We'll be right back. All right, Tyler, before we get into the next segment, obviously you need to know who and what we need to talk about. And if you can see right now, we are sitting on the tee box at Amen's Corner.
Number 12, par 3, pretty famous.
It's crazy how easy it was to get on this hole.
Honestly.
Like people are like, oh, Augusta is so exclusive. You can never get on unless a member, I don't even know if you can get on.
I'll tell you what, right now, though, I haven't seen a single bird.
I haven't either. I haven't heard.
There's no birds on Augusta. Look around. They pump in the bird noise.
I know. There's no weeds. There's no birds. There's no nothing.
Mm-hmm. I think I might have saw a cult running around in the background, but that's besides the point. No birds.
Maybe Augusta's a nudist golf course. Maybe that's why it's so exclusive.
They have a nude 9 somewhere.
Nude 9. Nude 9's a great option.
Thank you.
But guys, the only reason that we're at Augusta here is because we're able to throw it up on the Carl's Place projector, the launch monitor. We're sitting in the simulator right now at Augusta. And after this, I'm going to play a couple Amen corners.
Honestly, dude, like the Carl's Place simulator is essentially a teleporter.
Correct.
We are able to teleport to any course, anywhere in the world, on any hole in a matter of, even if the course isn't uploaded, we can upload a course.
Also, yeah, shout out to
scan it on the GPS and then it uploads the fucking course.
Shout out to the person who actually built Georgia Golf Club, which is what this course is called.
Yeah.
Exclusive rights for Augusta. Obviously can't use that.
Mm-hmm.
So some guy built this course. It's fucking sweet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it wouldn't be possible without Carl's Place and all the tech.
Nope. And
we're men of the future.
Golf League, Simulator League starts in a couple weeks. 2 weeks. We're playing. What course are we playing first?
The first course, I believe, is the one and only Tiger Woods, Paynes Valley.
Hell yeah. Paynes Valley. Front 9. Probably scramble format.
First round is best ball.
Best ball format. Beautiful. That's going to be a ton of fun. Guys, it's only possible with Carl's Place. CarlofET.com. Promo code double bogey for 10% off all the expensive stuff. The enclosure, the launch monitor, the projector, all that stuff. Promo code double bogey. Go check them out. Get it going this winter. Get those swings in. Come on now. Carl's Place. CarlofET.com.
Yep.
All right. If anyone noticed, I got my JD1/JD2 jersey on. The Arkansas
How would
Razor.
they notice? It just says Arkansas.
Well, the Arkansas Razorbacks jersey. It's number 69 with the word Daly on the back. Little Daly goes to Arkansas. Big Daly is a big 69er. I guarantee it.
Didn't he go to Arkansas?
He also went
too?
to Arkansas.
Probably went to Arkansas.
Alma mater.
Alma mater, of course. That's why his son went there. And I'm wearing that because the PNC Championship is coming up this next week. However,
What does that stand for?
Isn't it a bank?
Pacific National Corporation.
Oh. Okay. I thought it was going to be something cool.
I don't even know if that's right.
It's something like that. I don't know. They got the ballpark named after it.
Someone who is spending millions of dollars to put their name on their title, on the title of this tournament. However, Tyler, we get 2 straight weeks of Tiger golf. This last weekend was the match. Tiger and Rory versus Jordan, Spieth, Justin Thomas. Of course, you've probably seen it by now. Jordan and Justin, they took it.
Yeah.
They went 3-2.
Did you see their first post after they beat him? They're like, Tiger and Rory, what happened? How'd you lose to us?
Well, everyone loses to them. So
yeah, honestly though, like we did this last time. I forgot to watch, forgot it was happening. I was too focused on all the football.
I did too. I was watching UFC fights.
Yeah, but highlights have been watched, and I still can't fucking tell Spieth and Justin Thomas apart. Why is no one talking about how close they look alike?
Dude, they're the perfect duo. Number one, they're brothers, separated at birth. Number two, they've been playing golf together since they were like 12.
Yeah.
Did they go to the same high school?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. There's pictures of them back in the day.
As kids playing together.
Did they go to the same high school?
I don't know.
Could just be me, off my rocker thinking that. But
with camera magic, Jake and I could figure it out how to make you look like two people. It's just the same fucking guy.
They're identical.
He's just double, whoever it is, if it's Justin or if it's Jordan, one of the two, it's the same guy, so they're just raking in double money.
Okay, not same high school, but both golf prodigies at the age of 14.
Yep.
They stayed at each other's house when they were 14. They were having like fucking
sleepovers.
They were getting Chinese takeout. They were drinking dew, playing Skyrim.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
That's exactly what
Getting ready for tomorrow's 18.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were probably playing Tiger Woods 08, though.
Yeah, they represented the United States in the Junior Masters in France at the age of 14.
Yeah, these guys, they're unstoppable together. But if it was, let's just say if it was a match between Justin Thomas, Jordan Spieth, and then let's say Rory McIlroy and Scotty Scheffler, the numbers on that would be way down. It is the GOAT himself that brings the numbers in. The commentary, almost everything is based around Tiger and how he's playing. Of course, he got the cart in the match. They all got the cart, which is even better, right?
He's not going to get a cart in the PNC, though, is he?
Sure. John Daly, the first, is getting a cart in the PNC.
Oh, so then maybe he will. I didn't know
he's got to be getting a cart in the PNC because that's not like I don't know. It's not a huge.
It's important to him. He's playing with his kid.
Correct, which is why I think he'll get a cart because he doesn't want anything. He doesn't want him walking to affect the fact that he gets to play with his kid. Yeah.
So this match, tell me about the match because you have watched more highlights than I. All I know is that J&J won.
They won. The one thing I thought was the coolest was for one of the holes they did a one club challenge.
Okay.
And they kept trying to get out of Tiger what club he was using, and he would not tell them, which made it even better. First shot off the tee, he hit an absolute slinger. I'm talking.
What club did he use?
We don't know. He wouldn't tell anyone.
Well, you guys know about the Tiger Woods club conspiracy, right?
No.
You guys have never heard about this? So there's a conspiracy that Tiger Woods, when he was golfing, big Nike guy, right, had used Nike irons, whatever, right? But because he was such a good and well-established golfer by the time that he got his Nike sponsorship, there's a theory going around that he was using a set of Japanese irons called like Miura irons or something like that somebody else made, and then they just slapped a Nike logo on it because he didn't want to change up his actual irons for his sponsorship. So like that's been, I don't know, it's been tossed around for a long time that he was just using one brand's clubs with another brand's logo on it.
So what?
I get it. Why not?
Yeah.
You know?
So how do they not know? Can't they just zoom in on the club?
No, I'm assuming he just like kept it down the whole time. Like he kept the bottom of the club down on the ground.
Were they trying to figure out like, oh, are you using like a 7-iron here? Or
yeah,
like,
correct.
Oh, okay.
But his thing was like, they thought he was using a 7. And when I say that he hit a slinger off the tee, I'm saying this thing went from right to left 50 yards. Like slinger around the corner. And then he hit another slinger for his second shot, probably 15 yards from the green. And then he bump and run up. And I think he might have made his putt for par. But in watching this, one of the things that he said really stuck out to me. He's like, it doesn't really matter what club you're using because you can, by adjusting the club face at impact, you can basically hit the ball as if you're hitting a different club. So let's say he's using a 7-iron. If he closes his club at impact a little bit, it's like he's hitting a 6-iron. If he closes it even more at impact, it's like he's hitting a 5-iron. So he can hit a 7-iron the same he would hit a 5 or a 6-iron.
Imagine being able to have the body and timing control to do that at impact.
And on the other end of the spectrum, he said, and if I don't want to hit it as far, and if I want to hit like a little bit of a fade or whatever, I just open it up a little bit at impact. It's like I'm hitting a high 7 or an 8-iron. So with a 7-iron, he can dictate a 5, 6, 7, or 8-iron shot with that one club.
Jesus Christ. That's like milliseconds.
I mean, I
to make
get
those
it.
adjustments.
100%. And like, I mean, milliseconds and millimeters of like closed faced, open face.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. It's like when you yank a ball, you're going to hit it a lot farther than if you were to slice or high fade a ball.
Mm-hmm.
The fact, I mean, just that in
fucking
itself.
Bananas.
It's crazy to think, wow, I want to hit, it's a 1-club challenge. I have a 7-iron, but I need to hit it 215. I'll just close the face at impact. I'll sling it around as if I'm hitting a 5-iron.
Why does he have so many clubs in his bag if he can just do that on command? He doesn't need that many clubs.
Yeah, I mean, he'd probably rather hit a 5-iron than closing off with a 7.
Yeah, but think about like the advantage that gives him in any scenario. He can hit any club however he wants.
That is, I mean, that's true. That's
That
why
is
he's
so,
the best.
I know. And I know I'm in my head comparing myself to Tiger. And I know that's completely ridiculous, but just to give it some like perspective, because I only know how I play golf, really.
Correct.
That is bananas. It's like almost impossible to think that I could ever do that.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. And I'd be lying if I say I'm not going to try and do that from here on out.
It's not worth it. Just stay in your lane.
The other good thing about the match was, okay, let's think about this for a second. Every great sport and every great environment for fans in that sport is played underneath the lights. Thursday night football, night game of Sunday night football, America's
the
game,
Super Bowl,
the Super Bowl,
every primetime game,
World Series
underneath the lights,
Friday night lights, baby.
FIFA World Cup underneath the lights, sports that are played in stadiums like hockey and shit. Outdoor hockey on baseball fields that they've been doing lately,
I love that.
underneath
Classic.
the ice, the Winter Classic.
It's so
Electric.
cool.
The match between Tiger, Rory, Justin Jordan.
That's the first one they did
under the lights.
Is that the first one they did under the lights?
Yes, it is.
Is that
the
cool?
other ones they have like basically butted right up to dark, kind of
Mm.
like finishing at dusk.
Yep.
But this one went underneath the lights, and I thought it made things so much better because night golf is undefeated.
But they had
Glow in the dark balls would have been even better.
I was just gonna say they had big stadium lights, right? This
Yes.
wasn't like a lit
Yes.
ball situation.
Correct. They had stadium lights. They were using normal balls with stadium lights. I mean, it's like golfing under the lights.
Like every fairway looked like Top Golf.
Pretty much, like
Okay.
in Dubai or I don't know, all these places you see on social media that people are playing underneath the lights with stadium lights is fucking unbelievable. And I don't know why more people aren't doing it.
I mean, I think it's just the overhead of installing lights. Like once you get it, definitely worth it, right?
Lights are very expensive.
Yeah.
But if a local town, like a small town, like for instance, small town of 10,000 people that I grew up in, there's a junior college football stadium. There's a baseball stadium for all ages. There is a JV football stadium. They all have lights.
Well, yeah,
So
that's
there's
all tax funded though.
a golf course in a place of 10,000 people. There's probably only going to be one. Is that not tax funded?
No.
So make it tax funded.
You could, but
Drive up the tobacco, the nicotine.
don't do
taxes.
that.
No,
We're
'cause
both addicted to it.
I'll pay double to get lights on a fucking golf course here in the Midwest that we can drive to whenever we want and play.
Yeah, we just got to find some anonymous rich guy to sponsor this.
Because at the same time, Tyler, you can get these big time ball companies, Titleist, TaylorMade, Top Flight, whoever, Kirkland, to start making their own glow balls that people actually trust. It's not like some off brand you get on Amazon that are just dog shit.
Our glow balls suck ass.
Landscape rocks that they're throwing in a box of 3.
Yep.
They can get these big ball companies to start making glow in the dark balls because it's starting to get normalized.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I want to talk more about is things in golf that should be normalized. Number one is glow ball or night golf.
Yes.
Again, it's going to cost a lot of money. But there are
The
people
glow ball thing doesn't cost any
The
more
glow ball
money.
thing doesn't cost anything. On the other end of this spectrum is like, even if courses didn't have a full 9 or a full 18 where they could like glow the pins with LED strips. Again, I love LEDs.
God,
Put a fucking
you
battery
love
like
LED
like underneath of the
strips.
cup or something. Run that shit all the way
No,
up.
the base is metal. You can just get the
Yeah. Or solar.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when I
get solar
fucking
powered.
dunk it, the battery's going to be smashed.
Why can we not have
God.
stadium lights that are solar powered?
They'd have to store the power because it's nighttime.
there's a
and
big
and
battery.
the sun's asleep.
Yeah, there's a big battery.
I mean, solar can do anything.
I think
right?
that would cost more than electric to wire it in. Solar's expensive.
But even if courses had like a 3-hole loop that was purely
Right.
glow ball from like let's just say in the summertime, let's say 9 to 11, you pay $20 to $30 and you can play through as much as you want.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I was going to even dumb it down even more. 1 hole, Paynes Valley number 19. It is a novelty hole that you can play just to start. You get 1 hole lit up, a 19th hole, so that your patrons, when they're done drinking beers, they can do the hole, throw a buck in a pot, and hit a ball at the green. Keep going over and over and over at night.
Tyler, even 1 hole that is glowed from stadium lights or the pin is glowing, the tee box markers are glowing, the ball is glowed.
Right, like
Is it glown or glowed?
Glowing.
Glowing.
it's
Everything
lit
is
up.
glowing around you. Even 1 hole is sufficient enough to scratch the itch of wanting to play during the nighttime.
I think you'd really only need 1 light if it's like a par 3 single hole. You just need 1 big ass light behind
Behind
the tee
you.
box. Yeah.
Maybe 1 behind you and 1 at the other side
Yeah,
of
and
the
it-
green
yeah,
coming back at you.
And that one wouldn't need to be as bright.
Yeah,
Night golf has to be normalized.
I agree. It's like you think about it. They got high school football stadiums that are lit up, right? They maybe got 4 light, whatever. They're lit up. It's 100 yards from end zone to end zone. That's a short
Yeah.
par 3.
Okay.
That does take 6 lights though.
Okay, yeah, that does.
So
3,
maybe we-
3 facing one way, 3 facing the
Yep.
other. Yep.
So
Yep.
would we need more lights than that?
I
we'll
don't
just
know.
get a higher powered light.
Yeah.
I'm just here to put the idea into the world and someone else can figure it out.
No, I'm with you 100%. I would really, really like to try it, and I think that I would love it because we have played I said semi night golf. Like,
In Arizona,
yeah, it was
there's
like
people in front of us
accidental.
playing glow ball.
And it looked so fucking cool.
Unbelievable.
The tee box was like down through a valley and then back up a cliff to the green.
Yep.
And they were hitting these absolute laser darts over
Yep.
top. It was awesome. So if someone around here could pull it off, we're
Please do
begging
it.
you.
I'll
And
give you a couple $100 to start it.
I think there is a course around here that could pull it off, and you know who you are. Just do it. Just
Who?
do it. It had to be one not in a neighborhood. Edgewood up north is the only one that wouldn't bug people because it's not lit up near
Yeah,
houses.
True.
I mean, Top Golf, Sweet Shots, that shit's all in the middle of neighborhoods, and there's lights blasting.
True, but that's in
From the-
town. There's lights everywhere, street lamps and shit.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is true.
Well, we'll talk Prairie Wood. We'll get this next year.
Yeah.
Let's see
Yeah.
what their
Again, even a
budget's
3-hole
looking
loop,
like.
I'm completely fine with a 3-hole loop. Just come on, give it to me.
Let's start a Kickstarter. Let's get
There we
this
go.
shit rolling.
There we go. We're
You
trying to
can-
get 2 stadium lights with 3 lights apiece for a 1-hole par 3.
So
glow in the dark.
we've 90% convinced Miles to buy us a golf cart. What do you think it's going to take for him to get us to buy it? What do you think it'll take for us to get him to buy us a golf course?
How about just a 3-hole golf loop?
Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
A lot of ass kissing.
What else do you think should be normalized
Okay,
in the golf world?
so normalize I think is a bad word, but I think what golf courses should adopt and then normalize is a gimme circle on the green.
Yeah.
I love the gimme circle on the simulator. You can see where you need to get.
Yeah.
And I've always been taught chipping, you're supposed to imagine a hula hoop anyway and try to land in that hula hoop.
Or long putts.
Yep.
Yep.
So now it's a double hula hoop. Yeah, I've got my landing zone and then I got where I want it to finish zone. And then for all you gimme hardos out there, just because there's a line on the green doesn't mean you have to take the gimme.
Correct.
You guys can still putt. It's totally fucking fine.
Because there are people like us who will take gimmies.
Right. So if we have a line on there and it can be like some dissolvable fucking chalk, some shit, I don't know.
Yeah.
So that it's gone the next day, or it's super easy to wipe off. Or if it's literally just like a tiny little thing you press into the green, just have that on there. All arguing is gone. Like if it's inside that circle, it's a gimme. So the length of putter doesn't matter.
Yep.
The quality of golfer doesn't matter. That is the gimme line. If you get it in there, it's in, no arguing, and then you're on to the next hole.
But Tyler, then you're never going to get better at putting.
That's what the putting green's for.
Thank you.
I hate people.
I'm with you on that, Tyler. In fact, one of the things that I have liked about our golf simulator is that the software that you guys are using actually does show you a circle.
Yeah.
Or on the green, but then we have another software that doesn't have the circle on the green. It's even a guessing game on that.
Well, it's the same distance for a gimme, but you don't know, like you don't see that. Like we'll get hyped. You see it inching towards the line, towards, and if it gets in the circle, the line lights up and you get all pumped.
Yep.
Like I think that's electric. It's like a second little like thing to get excited for on the green.
I agree.
If you knock like a lag putt that gets inside the gimme circle, you're going to get way more jacked for knowing it's inside the gimme circle.
Correct. Because if it gets inside, well, I mean, we're not missing that putt. 100% of the time, we're going to make that putt.
Yeah, because it's
circle.
A gimme and I'm picking that shit up.
I mean, I'm putting, but I'm still taking the gimme.
Yeah.
Another thing that I think this could cause a little bit of controversy, but based off previous stances I've taken, I think another thing that should be normalized on golf courses is bringing your own booze. Whether that, and I think bringing your own beer, or being able to like buy a case of beer, like the clubhouse essentially like doubles as not a liquor store, but
they do like off
get
sale.
what I'm saying. They do off sale. Now, here's how you could combat people bringing their own booze to the course. The starter, who is normally checking that shit anyways, like you're just straight up front with him, like, hey, I got my own cooler in the back. There's 12 beers in it. You can check it. And they still charge you per beer, but they charge you maybe a little bit less than what you'd buy them at the bev cart for. Now, I'm all about supporting your local bev carts and tipping them, because not everyone is going to bring their own beer, but there's been a lot of instances where an 18-hole course only has one bev cart driver, and we've only gotten a visit maybe one time. And that's because he or she is just swamped, right?
Yep.
She can't get to every single group 4 to 5 times. So there's a lot of times where it's like, man, I wish I just had like a cooler in the back, because then I could finish one, crack another, and have a good day.
You have one, maybe 2 giant holes in this idea. Number 1 hole, they do sell coolers of beer.
Okay.
Number 2 giant hole, I'm going to the liquor store. I'm buying a case of beer, bringing it to the course, and then I got to pay for the beer that I already paid for. I will never, ever do that in my life.
But you go to the liquor store to buy a case of beer to put in the fridge at home, and then you have that beer, you leave it behind to then go buy more beer at the course.
Yeah, it's still fine, I think.
Imagine if they only charge you like...
You're saying they're charging you to bring your own beers onto the course.
What if they charge you $1 a beer?
I'm not paying for my beer
own.
Twice.
Yeah, I'm not either. I'd rather just go empty-handed and pay the $3 or $4 a beer that they got out of the golf course. They're pounders anyways, so I'm getting my money's worth. You know?
I can't see a world where I'm gonna buy beer and then buy it again. Like buy the exact same beer twice.
I'm with you on the off sale thing, Ryan.
I think like the original idea is the move. Just pay the extra insurance so people can bring their own booze on.
Yeah.
Ryan, I'm not paying for beers twice.
I'll shut the fuck up.
No.
What's the next one?
No, we got it. You need to argue about this. Defend yourself.
Well, I can't defend myself with something that I now partially agree with. When I was at home this morning, the idea sounded a lot better than it did coming out of my mouth here through the microphone.
Wow. That this might be like the first debate we've ever had where it just ends.
I'm proud of you, Ryan. I'm actually proud of you for that. Dude. That was good.
Well, I mean, if you guys make a good point in contrast of what I said, like I'll agree with you.
Okay. Yeah. So what can we do to make because they're not going to ever stop selling beer, right?
Correct.
And as long as courses are selling beer, they're not going to want you to bring your own. How do we make it fair that we're bringing our own without having to pay twice for our liquor?
Liquor? I don't know. I did not get this deep into this thought this morning when I was at home.
I'm going to be honest, Tyler. I'm with you because I know they have to pay a little extra for the insurance and make sure that they have the whole liquor license and all that
and
stuff.
They're also just losing money when we bring our own beer.
Look, if it meant that, because, as much as I really enjoy golfing and having a couple beers, sometimes the hungover round with no beers is a really great time. And if it meant that I had to pay a little
hungover with no beers, the only reason to not be hungover is to drink more beer.
Yeah, sometimes I just can't do it. But anyways, that's besides the point. I would be willing to pay just an extra like $5 or something like that to every single green fee, no matter what the beer situation is there, if it meant that I could bring on beers, right? To just pay a little extra for every single...
I don't know much about the business of golf courses, but I think they would lose a shit ton of money on that deal.
Yes.
Because they're the same amount of people are coming through on a Saturday, Sunday as the rest of the week combined. And the Saturday, Sunday, they are selling a shit ton of beer.
Yeah, I mean, $5 or whatever it is. If it was like, whatever. I would be willing to compensate for it in the green fee if it meant I could bring my own beers.
I recant the original idea. Here's where I'm at now. Every golf course needs to normalize having fucking credit card readers on each bev cart so that you, number one, don't need to pay cash, and number two, don't need to give them your card to then forget at the clubhouse after you're done.
I'm with you on that.
There's been multiple courses where they take my card and I forget it, and if it's a course that is 30 minutes away, that sucks.
Yeah.
To have to drive 30 there and 30, it's an hour round trip just to go get my credit card. Cash. I get the cash thing. It is what it is. But having a credit card reader, or like, hey, if you don't want to have a credit card reader, can we just have a Clubhouse Venmo account that you Venmo
That's
in?
taxable now. That actually work.
You Venmo in the amount of money that you spend on beers.
I dig that.
Because a lot of the time I get screwed where I'm like,
dude, even
I hope
when
my playing partner has like a cash or is willing to give them their card, because I don't.
Even when they have the credit card reader, like on the iPad, them things work maybe a third of the time.
5% of the time.
Like there was one at the course we played league at 3 times that worked once.
Yeah.
I was there all summer long, like golfing with our team and the other team.
Yep.
It worked one night of league.
Yep. It's not ideal. It's not ideal. So I think the Venmo account is a good option because who doesn't have it these days? You have a Venmo and you have a Cash App. I think we can say those are the two most popular,
not sponsors yet,
money transfer apps out there that people are using.
Mm-hmm.
So get a Clubhouse Venmo account. They can see the name that it's coming from. So they know, hey, this guy bought this X amount of beers, whatever. And then the bev cart guy or gal is sitting there like, all right, got your Venmo. Moving on to the next group.
Yep, I'm with you.
Forget I even said the first part.
Okay.
What part?
What?
Thank you.
Yes.
Go on.
All right. I think we need to normalize in golf not taking practice swings. It is such a... People bitch about the gimme rule. People bitch about the way we play games that slow down pace of play. But you know what really slows down pace of play? Jack Wagons like you and Jake taking 95 practice swings.
Me?
Not as bad as Jake. Jake's worse.
I've gotten to the point now where I just don't take a practice swing because it's not worth it. I'm not a good enough.
What? Okay. How did my name even come out of your mouth?
You have
I
gotten
take
better.
one practice swing.
You've gotten better. You used to take a lot.
Also, can we talk about the pre-shot routine? If you have a good routine down and it involves one practice swing, have at it.
Make your routine no practice swings. Because that is truly what's slowing people down. You've got an asshole holding up his club behind his ball in the tee box, looking at it, taking a step back, holding it up again. He stands, he walks over to his ball, he takes some little like fucking putt swings. Then he backs off the ball, he takes 3 full swings. Then he stands behind the ball again, he's looking at it. And then he finally gets up 5 minutes later and he actually hits the fucking thing. And that's what's ruining pace of play, not our gimme shit and not the games we play on the course.
I mean, I think if this guy's like a 5 or less handicap, that pre-shot routine warrants him being able to do it.
Yeah, but you're not playing on the fucking tour, buddy. You're playing a random weekend with some pals. Hit your goddamn ball. You're better than everyone already.
But the random weekend with the pals, Tyler, is competitive.
Yeah,
and
but
you have to do what you can to shoot the lowest score to beat your buddies.
Yeah, you don't need to do all that to beat your buddies. You're already better.
What if your other buddy's a 6 handicap?
So you both don't need to take it then. It's still even playing field.
The pre-shot routine, if you have it and you're good enough to have it.
What is the time limit? I will allow you a 5-second pre-shot.
So you're saying
routine.
that we should have like a pitch clock.
Absolutely.
That's now being implemented, or a shot clock in basketball.
100%
for a pre-shot routine clock.
Yes, I 100% agree with that. There needs to be a clock, but only for like us casual randos, right? Like the pros can do whatever the hell they want because it's TV and they can cut to a different group.
Imagine if there was a pre-shot routine clock, and if it was a delay game, like you were still in your pre-shot routine when the clock hit 0, it just like a train horn just went off.
Yeah,
and
no.
you have to hit your shot during the train horn.
Yeah, so
as punishment.
I'm all about that. It's like a delay of game penalty. You get moved 5 yards back, and you have to deal with some other bullshit.
You literally have to move 5 yards back.
Yeah,
You gotta
that's
move
actually
back
not,
to the tips.
That's actually not a bad idea.
You got that guy that's standing there with the sign, but also like the be quiet sign at events.
There's like a
right behind him. There's a ref with a flag.
No, there's like a strip of metal spikes right in the middle of the tee box that you're on, right in the middle of the tee markers. If it hits 0 and you haven't hit yet, the fucking metal spikes pop up. You have to move back 5 yards.
Yeah, the metal. It's like those traffic poles that come up for garages.
Yep.
The traffic poles come up, and then if you hit your shot, you'll destroy your driver, or it'll ricochet off that.
Correct.
Hit you in the face.
Yes. Now I will say, practice swings on a simulator are unwarranted.
Yeah.
Because it's the same lie every single time. The amount of times you've hit on it, you should be comfortable enough to get up to it and swing. If you're taking, take one practice swing. Fine. Hurry it up a little bit. If you're taking more than one practice swing on the simulator, get the fuck out.
Please. And I'm with that on the course. I'm going to one swing. Get one swing in. Get the feel. Hit the fucking ball.
Correct. All right.
Sorry I blew up, guys.
I think another thing that needs to be normalized
I'm
in golf.
passionate about this.
Another thing that needs to be normalized in golf is smoking stogies.
Isn't that normal already?
I don't think enough people are doing it for it to be adopted and normalized across the board.
Okay.
Now, when you think about the game of golf itself, it's supposed to be relaxing. It's supposed to just like free your mind of any stress
I'd smoke
that
something
you're
else
thinking
for
of.
that.
That can also be normalized in certain states, Tyler.
Yeah, I think that's normalized already in Colorado and Arizona.
But for those who do not do that, in clubhouses, let's have a little cigar section to where you can
humidor.
Pick a humidor to pick out a cigar that you want to smoke on the course and sit back and relax a little bit. Because I think when people think of relaxing moments, they think of like maybe sitting outside on a patio with a glass of whiskey and a cigar in hand. And that's their comfort zone, right?
Yeah.
So let's make the course even more of a comfort zone by smoking stogies and making it normal throughout, the entire game.
Yeah.
I don't think enough people are doing it right now to be like, however, I do think guys smoking cigs on the golf course is one of the funniest things of all time. Because if you're teeing a ball up or you're hitting one off the fairway with a cig in mouth, that shit is hilarious to me.
Yeah, just dangling out your lip.
Also, like guys ice fishing and smoking cigs while
in
jigging
the fish house.
While jigging in the fish house. It's one of the most electric things of all time.
Nicotine hotboxing their own fish house.
You're fucking staring at the Vexar for 4 hours.
You can't see shit because there's a
packs
cloud.
Of cigs.
See, I'm not. Admittedly, I'm not very good at smoking things. So I have played golf with you with the Sagret, and I don't know how to look down at my ball and not get smoke in my eyes.
I agree. Or if you're right at the end, your lips start to like burn because it's so hot.
Like, I don't know how to keep it in my mouth and not get smoke in my eyes. So
Yeah, we're not good at playing the wind yet with that.
yeah,
type of thing.
so if somebody knows how to correctly smoke a cigarette or a cigar while playing golf, let me know, because I'm a fucking idiot apparently.
I also think, I mean, if you want to drop 2 strokes on your score, like start smoking cigars. That's sick.
It does look cool.
It's a power move, honestly.
Yeah.
If you light up a fatty on the course and your buddies aren't doing that, you're like, fuck, I'm gonna beat you.
Okay, so I would like to add on to yours. I would like to normalize smoking shitty cigars, like Swishers
Sweets
and
or
Backwoods,
yeah.
because I actually enjoy a Backwoods every once in a
And
while.
I think that's okay. I mean, that's a cigar.
But there's the whole stigma around if you're on the golf course, you got to have this big fat stogie in your lip.
I think anything with the word cigar after it is completely fine.
What about cigarillo?
Cigarellos.
Cigarillo. Yeah.
Isn't that technically what a Swisher Sweet is?
Yes.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
Why they come? What's the LO at the end?
Illo.
It's
I think
not quite
little.
a tiny cigarette. It's like
It's right in between.
cigarillo.
It's like a teenager between a cigarette and a cigar. It's the cigarillo.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, you can also put other stuff in cigarillos.
You could.
So again,
In Colorado
it's
and in
a
Arizona.
state by state situation.
Yeah.
So
I would like to normalize fruit snacks on the course.
see, I'm not a
In
bit.
certain states.
I'm not a bit.
Now
I would like to normalize gummy bears
yeah.
because that's probably one of the best types of gummy.
Well, yeah. Well, you said when you said you think relaxing, I think whiskey and cigar. I think gummy bear.
Yeah. Like, I mean, if you have kids, odds are there's some fruit snacks in the cupboard.
Mhm.
So,
Just grab a plastic Ziploc baggie of gummy bears and hit the road.
now you want to talk about relaxing. There we go. Lastly, what we got to start normalizing putting with a glove on. All you who don't putt with a glove on, you need to STFU because you hit every other fucking shot with a glove on. Oh, I can't feel it. I can't feel the touch in my putter. Well, you can't feel the touch in your driver, and you can't feel the touch with any iron or wedge in which you hit with a glove on. So if you can do it with a glove on for all those other clubs, why not do it with a putter? Also, why take your glove off and let your hand get dry and then stick a dry hand into a sweaty glove? It doesn't make any sense.
I also have never understood the debate on why it's such a big deal for golfers, because in other sports, wearing a glove while you like do something and just keeping it on the whole time is not uncommon. Like catchers keep gloves on underneath their catcher's mitt. There are some quarterbacks that throw with gloves on. Like
very few. So I was going to say compare it to quarterbacks, because I would say 90% of quarterbacks, maybe all in the league right now, because the only one I can think of that throws with a glove on is Teddy Bridgewater.
Yeah.
Don't throw with a glove on because they have to feel the ball. And I'm with you. I don't give a shit. Putt with a fucking oven mitt on. I don't care. Do whatever you want. I think any putting however you want should be normalized.
Do you think anyone I mean, there's some cheap asses out there. Any cheap asses that are just getting into golf that they don't want to buy a $30 golf glove, so instead they're like, I used to be into weightlifting. I'll wear my weightlifting gloves.
Ones with no fingers.
Ones with no fingers. We need to start normalizing weightlifting gloves with no fingers on them.
Yeah.
As your new golf glove.
Oh, my dad's golf glove.
Bombs.
My dad's golf glove is just an old batting glove. This is literally as Franklin
That's actually
right
not a
on
bad
the back.
idea.
Yeah.
I mean, also, why are people not wearing a football glove as a golf glove? Because for how sticky those things are,
Yeah.
I mean, you're never gonna lose grip.
Is that the point?
I don't know.
Well, that's the reason why people pay big money for really expensive grips, is to have nice, sticky, good.
Why aren't they then? I mean,
It's way cheaper to
why
get a
are
new
golf
set of gloves.
stickier?
I don't know. I think the way they do get stickier is by getting a little bit of sweat on them. Like guys will spit on their football gloves to make them stickier, which I think sweat in turn during a golf round is going to make your golf gloves stickier.
I know, but why not just have like receiver gloves on?
Correct. I don't know.
I'm
Just have a left-handed
confused.
receiver glove.
Because maybe you don't want that much grip, because then you're turning the face too hard. I don't know. I don't know.
I want to try it out. Also, I have a lefty. My golf partner in the summer is a lefty, so he can take my right-handed football glove and I'll take the left-handed one.
Perfect.
We can just buy a pack of golf gloves together, split the cost. I mean, it's foolproof.
Yeah, think about that too. Football gloves is the same price for 2 gloves as golf gloves for 1.
Mm-hmm. And football gloves are more sticky.
Are we getting scammed?
I think we're getting scammed by golfing. What why aren't we wearing 2 gloves for golf anyway? Like, I understand the grip is more important on your lead hand, your top hand, but you still need to grip it with your bottom hand too.
I don't know. I've never swung a club with a glove on each hand.
I play just as good with no gloves as I do with a glove.
See, I don't. I need a little bit of stick on there.
Yeah. Spit on your hand like you would your glove.
Ding.
All right. This podcast. Jake, do you have anything to add?
No, I don't.
Classic cockroach.
I had one,
behavior.
but it would land in an argument. You guys would call me an idiot. So
Well, say it anyway.
Say
I
it,
was
Jake.
gonna
Say it, Jake.
during the summer, I really enjoy sunflower seeds. I think we could normalize sunflower seeds on the golf course. Exception, don't spit them on the tee box and don't spit them on the green.
Yep.
Those are really bad spots for it.
And don't spit them in the cart.
Yeah, don't spit them in the cart. I think fairway and the rough, fair game.
I think just having like a red Solo cup next to you to spit them in is
just
fine.
get a spitter.
That too.
Some with a wide mouth on it.
See, so I'm not a sunflower seed guy on the course because of that. I'm self-conscious of any sort of litter, even if it is natural litter. I'm not into that whatsoever.
But I think it also gives like the squirrels something to eat on.
Yeah, some little snack afterwards.
You're just contributing to the wildlife around the golf course.
There's no squirrels at Augusta, so you better not bring them there.
Oh, God, if you walked in, if someone heard a bag of seeds rattling in your bag walking up
Dead.
to the first tee of Augusta, you might have a red dot on your chest getting ready to be taken down.
Yeah.
So I'm with you. I'll do it like maybe once a year.
Yeah, sometimes
but other
they're
than
just
that,
right.
I'm just not a big food guy on the course. I don't eat during the round.
Yeah, so for the seeds for
Except
me,
for
it's
a
not
hot dog
about,
at the turn because that's a little bit of a intermission.
Yeah, it's not even about having something to eat for me. It's just about something, the salt is nice sometimes.
Something to have in your mouth.
Yeah. Okay. What?
That's what it's more so about having something in your mouth. Okay, guys, we're done.
We're done. Let's get out of here.
Thanks again for listening to episode 115 of the Double Bogey Show. We appreciate you all. Next week is going to be a Christmas-based episode. I'm assuming we'll maybe talk a little gift guide.
Oh, yeah.
We went over that a little bit, but I think we can extend more on it. May have a guest next week, so get ready for that one. Could be a massive guest. We're not going to spoil anything now. But again, send it to the golf group chat. Say, hey, go listen to the Double Bogey Show. This is us in a nutshell, because I think it is. Love you all. Thanks for listening. See you next week.
Love you. Hell, that's a breakfast ball.